Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shot. The northern suburbs of Chicago went deep. Jimmy Garoppolo. Running right through him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On first down, Garoppolo. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Room here to run. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Forced out to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll set up a throw.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Singletary trying the left side. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. On the return, Carter. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
I see what they were trying to do. They were trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Garoppolo again. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Garoppolo looks to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just got to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
It's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open.
And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Garoppolo.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Garoppolo now. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Back to throw again. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Austin Hooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the Austin Hooper touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Garoppolo. It's Myers again with another catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Back to the running game with Jacobs. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they score touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. So now the Texans down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down now, but that clock rolling. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Finding Schultz, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man. Complete. It's Schultz. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.